Hello friends, in the last video we have seen the transport of carbon dioxide in the blood. Today we are going to discuss the oxygen dissociation curve. Respiratory pigments including hemoglobin binds with oxygen reversibly so that it can be transported from lungs at high partial pressure of oxygen to tissues with low partial pressure of oxygen. The binding between oxygen and hemoglobin is a reversible reaction as hemoglobin plus oxygen gives oxyhemoglobin. Hemoglobin takes oxygen in lungs while it gives off oxygen at tissue level. As we have seen, hemoglobin is a tetramer having 2 alpha and 2 beta chains and 4 heme, that is protoporphyrin 9 group. Each heme has iron in ferrous state which can bind with a single oxygen molecule. Thus, hemoglobin binds with 4 oxygen molecules. Oxygen dissociation curve is a graph obtained by plotting percentage of oxyhemoglobin at each oxygen concentration. When hemoglobin is fully saturated, it no longer takes oxygen. At low partial pressure, however, it gives oxygen. The pressure at which hemoglobin gives off half of oxygen, that is the amount of hemoglobin and oxyhemoglobin are equal, is called the half saturation pressure. In the last video, we have seen that the oxygen dissociation curve is rectangular hyperbolic for monomeric pigments like myoglobin, while it is sigmoidal for oligomeric pigments like hemoglobin. The shape of the oxygen dissociation curve remains same, but the position of curve changes. That is, for example, animals in which hemoglobin has high affinity for oxygen have oxygen dissociation curve situated to left, since hemoglobin do not readily gives off oxygen and vice versa. Other factors like pH, ions, organic phosphates, carbon dioxide, and temperature also affects the oxygen dissociation curve. First, effect of temperature. Increased temperature weakens the reversible binding between oxygen and hemoglobin. As a result, hemoglobin gives off oxygen more readily at higher temperature, resulting in shifting of dissociation curve to the right. Increase in temperature usually increases metabolic rate and the oxygen consumption. Thus, giving off more oxygen at higher temperature is physiologically important. Second, effect of carbon dioxide and pH. Oxygen dissociation curve is also influenced by pH of the blood. The pH of the blood is maintained at 7.4 by the bicarbonate and phosphate buffer system. Carbon dioxide combines with water in presence of carbonic anhydrase in RBCs to produce carbonic acid. Carbonic acid is a weak acid. It dissociates into bicarbonate and H+. Thus, increase in CO2 leads to increase in H+ ions and decrease in pH. As pH decreases, hemoglobin gives off more oxygen, shifting the oxygen dissociation curve to the right. This phenomenon of giving off more oxygen with increase in level of carbon dioxide is called the Bohr effect. Bohr effect is physiologically important since increase in carbon dioxide indicates higher metabolic rate and high demand for oxygen. Bohr effect varies between animals. For example, smaller animals like mouse have high metabolic rate per gram of tissue as compared to larger animals like elephants. Thus, oxygen dissociation curve of smaller animals like mouse is shifted more towards right than that of the elephant hemoglobin. Third, effect of organic phosphates. Mammalian RBCs except camel and llamas lack nucleus. Lack of nucleus, however, does not mean that the RBCs are metabolically inactive. RBCs do have active carbohydrate metabolism and are rich in organic phosphates like ATP and 2,3-bisphosphoglycerate. These organic phosphates lower the affinity of hemoglobin for oxygen. Thus, purified solution of hemoglobin or whole blood stored in blood banks have higher oxygen affinity than the blood present in the body. People living at high altitudes like mountain have high 2,3-bisphosphoglycerate in their blood as compared to people living near sea levels. As a result, the oxygen dissociation curve of high resident people is shifted towards right as compared to the people living at sea level. There is a profound increase in oxygen affinity during hypoxia and when 2,3-bisphosphoglycerate is removed from the blood. Root effect. The root effect was demonstrated by Root in 1931 in toadfish, sea robin, and mackerel. They noticed reduction in oxygen content of blood in response to carbon dioxide. The Root effect is defined as pH or carbon dioxide sensitive reduction in the oxygen carrying capacity of the fish blood or hemoglobin. The hemoglobin of many teleosts, that is bony fishes and some amphibians, is highly sensitive to changes in acid as compared to mammalian hemoglobin. This pronounced effect of acidity on oxygen dissociation curve is called root effect. The root effect is also observed in hemocyanin of Sepia officinalis and Octophus dofleni. Reverse root effect, that is an increase in oxygen content of the blood in response to carbon dioxide, is observed in hemocyanin of Buccinum undatum. A strong root effect is present in active fishes that rely on vision and swim bladder for buoyancy. The gases are secreted into the swim bladder in concert with lactic acid production by gas gland cells under high oxygen tension and countercurrent multiplier of the rete mirabilis, which is the vascular portion of the gas gland. The gas gland tissues undergo aerobic glycolysis similar to some microbes, embryonic tissues, neoplastic tissues, and many cell cultures. But this aerobic glycolysis by gas gland tissues is unique in nature since it occurs at high oxygen tension. Fishes have hemoglobin isoforms that differ in structure as well as function. For example, cathodic hemoglobin has strong oxygen affinity and less pronounced Bohr effect, while anodic hemoglobin has low affinity for oxygen and more pronounced Bohr effect. Anodic hemoglobin demonstrate strong root effect in presence of organic phosphates, while cathodic hemoglobin lack such strong root effect. Root effect can be measured by gasometric method of Van Slyck, photometric method of Scholander and Van Dam, or polarographic method of Tucker. Gasometric method enable measuring oxygen carrying capacity of the undiluted blood. The photometric method uses differences in absorbance of light by oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Root effect show decrease in pH and decrease in absorbance. Photometric method needs very small sample since samples are diluted for photometric method. The blood is never get fully saturated in such species at low pH no matter how high is the partial pressure. Fishes have two hemoglobin isoforms. One is acid insensitive while other is highly sensitive to acids. The acid insensitive hemoglobin species is of particular importance for active swimmers since intense muscular activity generates lots of lactic acid which inactivates acid sensitive hemoglobin but not acid insensitive hemoglobin species, making the survival possible. Root effect hemoglobins, that is hemoglobins sensitive to low pH, are present in teleost fishes that lack swim bladder. These fishes like Hysostomatus fish teleost, South American pleuronectid sea perch have ocular choroid rete, which is a most ancient or primitive structure associated with maintaining the high oxygen tension in the eye. Due to route effect, cooperativity of hemoglobin is completely lost. C-terminal histidine residues in beta chain and stabilization of inter-subunit of T quaternary structure by salt bridges are responsible for route effect. Recent studies demonstrate the role of destabilization of R state behind the route effect. Haldane effect is defined as an increase in the carbon dioxide carrying ability of hemoglobin upon deoxygenation. Deoxygenated hemoglobin binds with protons, resulting in formation of carbamide. The quantification of Haldane effect is done by measuring the difference between CO2 content of hemoglobin fully saturated with carbon dioxide and hemoglobin fully saturated with oxygen. The intensity of Haldane effect is alleviated by GTP. Both Haldane effect and Bohr effect are particularly large in lampreys. The Haldane effect is associated with an increase in CO2 in both plasma as well as RBCs and increase in chloride concentration in RBCs due to chloride shift. Thank you.